Look at this. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Look at the freaking size of this thing. That's a keeper lobster right next to him. What's going on, everybody? We are set up. We've been here for a couple hours. It is the Florida resident lobster mini season day that the state issued us. So we have one day before mini season, which starts in 2 weeks, to be able to get out and get some lobsters. So I'm gonna go out and get my 6 lobsters. We've had a couple pirates try to show up and get up on this spot, but we were here first, and we're gonna get our numbers and get out of here quick. So let's see how it goes. All right, well, we had a good pre-mini lobster Florida resident day. Get out for Florida residents and get them, and I kind of wanted to go over how we clean the lobsters. I'm going to show you how we catch the lobsters. A lot of people use a tickle stick and a net. I prefer the snare. Pretty simple. You release it out, and then it opens this up, and you'll get the lobster out. You just try to get this over their body, and then you pull back, and that's how you snare them underwater. It's a little easier on the table here than it is underwater, but that gives you an idea. It's a little more trickier. There's a little bit more of a learning curve using this, but what's nice about this is you're not digging a lobster out of your net to measure it. Once you have him on here, you can even hold the stick to control him, to measure him. So I'll put him on here just to show you what I'm talking about. So when you get that over his body, okay, and you cinch it down somewhere's there around the tail, usually you get him right around his body a little bit, toward, because you won't get over his legs, but you'll get more than enough. You'll get in that area, and that gives you the ability to grab him. You can release your snare and still hold on to him. And then what we measure is right here in between these 2 horns. The end of this has to go over that, over the horns, and back here on this carapace, you'll see this, it can't fall off and touch his tail. So you can see there, if that were to be down here and fall over like that, that would make him too short, and that's how you measure him here. In this area in Isla Morada, we're allowed 6 lobster per day, and it's just a 1 day. So I ran solo today. Actually, Leslie, my wife, is coming up tonight for the dinner. She wasn't able to make it here today, but babe, just so you know, you see the towel. I'm protecting your beautiful table because you did such a good job painting it. And what I want to show you now is kind of what we do to clean them. First thing I like to do is I'll take a piece of their antenna and I'll bust it off. All right. And this actually does, they have like a membrane in here. This, try to cut on that membrane down, like so, and then twist and pull, and that's all there is to it. And we'll save the heads and throw them out into open water. They don't like us dumping them in the area here. So then at the back of the lobster here, there's a little hole, his bum here, and that antenna, I hope you can see this. I'll try to kind of put that in there because the spines of this lobster point the opposite way. You put that in there, pull it out, and that's how you get the nastiness out. And then he's ready to eat. Another thing that I like to do with these is, especially on the first day that they eat them, I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with that, if you're trying to pop the meat out of the shell and stuff, even when they're fresh caught like this, I like throwing them in the freezer for about 2 or 3 hours, even the ones that I'm going to eat, and then take them out, and they release from the shell a lot easier. But I'm going to clean the rest of these guys, get at it, and see what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. We're definitely going to do some tails. I might do some, maybe make a lobster mac and cheese. I don't know. But it was pretty easy going. We were only out there for a few minutes, and we got our limit. So we were back early, 7 o'clock, 7:30. So let me get back to these, and we'll see what we can throw together for dinner. What's going on, guys? I went back out this afternoon. I got my limit already, but one of the guys at the dock, he had to work this morning, didn't go out, so I took him out for him to get his 6. So I jumped in the water just to help him get his 6, and I want to show you the size of this lobster that I caught. Let me clip this. Look at this. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Look at the freaking size of this thing. That's a keeper lobster right next to him, with like a 1/4 inch past the measuring stick. That dude right there, his tail is 11 inches long. This entire keeper lobster is like 9 inches long. So I think the whole body of this thing was like 21 or 22 inches. Biggest lobster I ever caught. That is big for a Florida spiny lobster. He's a monster. But I just wanted to share that with you. And he's in the water right now getting one more. I got that one for him and I figured I'd stop, but I'm taking credit for it. Alright guys, we just got back after the second trip where you saw that big lobster. That was pretty amazing. That was a personal best for me. I got some lobster earlier today. I had my limit. He had to work, so I thought I'd take him out so he could get some. And you know, I really didn't even plan on filming. And then I was like, you know what? We gotta hurry because we got the wife's coming in with their mom, and we're having, what is my favorite part of this whole ordeal here at the Mystic, is hanging out at the front table there and having dinner together. And that's one of my favorite things about lobster season. So I jumped in the water just to help him get a lobster in. Man, I didn't get 10 feet from the boat, and wham, he was right there. He was kind of under the ledge a little bit, and I didn't really even think he looked like anything, but I put my snare under there to kind of get his attention, to get him to come out. And when he walked out of from under the ledge, it actually scared me a little bit. I went to put my snare behind him, and his tail was so big, he just pushed the snare back out of the way and kind of went back up under the ledge kind of quickly. And I just dropped the snare and went shoulder deep all the way under the ledge and got a really good grip on him and wrestled him out. I kind of broke a lot of his legs off and antennas, which I didn't like, because God forbid he would have gotten away and I would have injured him or killed him. But I got him. It's a personal best of mine. And now we're just getting ready for dinner. I'm just showing you what we're doing. I'm doing lobster mac and cheese. I'm doing a really, really simple version of it. I actually just got the Velveeta. Sometimes I'll get my own Velveeta blocks and I'll melt the cheese with a little bit of milk and make a different kind of pastas. I actually wanted these because I like the little itty bitty noodles, and we're putting a lot of lobster in this, so it's going to be a really, really hearty. I'm adding some cheddar and some Parmesan to the cheese sauce. Also, my water that I boiled the noodles in, I just finished boiling them. I cooked the tails in it first, so I kind of made like a stock. So then I use that same water to boil the noodles, and it's that easy. I'm dicing up the lobster, making that, adding the cheese sauce and the Parmesan and mixing it all together. I might put it on the grill and let it bake a little bit longer together to come together, and it'll be ready. We might grill a couple tails on the grill also, but more importantly, it's going to be about laughing, hanging out, and I might even brag a little bit about that big lobster because that was awesome. But I just wanted to show you, it's really simple. There's 1,000 different recipes on how to do this. You can get really fancy or really simple, and I've done all methods of lobster mac and cheese, and I really haven't found one that I dislike. So look it up, Google it, find something that fits your style, and give it a shot. But we'll see you in a little bit outside while we're all hanging out. I'll show you the true fun of this. All right, so this is my favorite part about it. The food's getting ready to get served. We have lobster mac and cheese. We're getting ready to fire up some tails. Also, we got some veggies. But guys, say hi. Hi. This is what it's all about after a hard day of lobster, and we get to sit down and enjoy each other and have a good time and have a good meal. So we're gonna hit it. Woohoo! So we got to enjoy our Florida only day to get some lobsters. I did a lot of scouting. I'm a little concerned about the overall numbers I saw for mini season and regular season, but nonetheless, we got some lobsters. Got to hang out with the group and enjoy each other and laugh and make fun of each other, and it was just a blast. And oh yeah, by the way, did I tell you about the big lobster that I caught? Because that was a highlight of my day. It was just a monster, and I was thrilled to catch it. It was my personal best. Thanks for watching, guys. Salty Bushwhacker, it's a way of living.